Welcome to Prestigious Talk Show. My name is Adodo, your regular host. Today we have here with us our live audience who will be participating in today's discussion. Please help me welcome our audience.
Thank you.
Our topic for this month is a very interesting one because I believe we've all encountered some form of rejection in our lives. I would like to use this episode to encourage every one of you who is currently passing through a situation where you have been rejected or you know someone who has been rejected. Please be strong. Utilize available resources that can be of great assistance. What is rejection? Rejection can be defined in many ways depending on the individual that is being rejected and from the context in which the rejection takes place. For example, I know of two students who felt rejected by their peers. These two students took it differently. One of the students felt so awful that she had to drop out of the course because of the way she was treated by her fellow classmates, while the other student took it as a challenge to do the group work herself. This story highlights both positive and negative spin on how people handle rejection. I personally think that people react to things differently. For instance, my strength can be your weakness, so it depends on the mindset of the individual. In my opinion, rejection can be defined or viewed as a hurtful situation where someone has been refused or denied something that is very important to them. For some people, it is hard for them to accept rejection because they see it as a failure, which tend to reduce their ego or self-esteem. And these feelings or experience can also be a factor for range. Our main focus today is going to be on two aspects of rejection, which is social and personal rejection, although each aspect of rejection can be interrelated. Examples of personal rejection are rejection from family members, parents, loved ones, which include a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or a wife. At times, there can be rejection of self, depending on the impact of poor abusive childhood. Examples of social rejection are as follows: from friends, peers, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So now let's look at some of the impacts of rejection. Rejection can have negative impacts such as depression, loneliness, anger, hatred. Rejection can also aggravate some children to become bullies. Rejection can cause psychological problems like emotional and physical pain or anguish. Signs of rejection. Rejection can lead to isolation, anger, having suicide ideation, attempting suicide, exhibiting antisocial behavior, and anxiety. How does rejection make you feel as a person? I want my audience to actually respond to this question.
Being rejected by someone puts you in a state of solitude, loneliness, sadness. And the pathway in the brain that is associated with physical pain that is triggered when you face rejection. So rejection in itself can cause pain physically, emotionally. So if you don't have a strong, positive mindset of who you are, the act of rejection can make you do all sorts of things.
Rejection has affected so many people in different ways, in institution, workplace, social life, cause so many disability, which is very, very bad in the environment and society.
For me personally, we all have been rejected in girlfriend left you, or or your boyfriend left you, and that could lead to depression, and then the suicidal.
Definitely makes me feel depressed, sad, frustrated, and makes me intentionally in so many ways in my life. And could be personal relationship, could be friendship, could be social interaction with others. But at the same time, it makes me think about my weaknesses, and I would like to overcome my weaknesses as well as strengthening my skills and abilities.
Rejected, you will never feel good and you will never feel so happy. So
I have been rejected a lot of times, and this has made me feel not worthy. It has made me feel as if I do not have any vision. I do not have anything to offer, and which in all it has accumulated into anger. Rejection has brought out a very deep anger in me. Conflict is something we should entertain as individuals as well as society.
Yes. These are some of the ways in which we can handle rejection. One, by looking at the positive instead of the negative. Remember, every disappointment can be a blessing. Attend support group. If you feel as though your anger is not under control, keep yourself occupied by surrounding yourself with positive people and activities that will make you feel better. Because as they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Always have a plan B in case plan A is not successful. Now, we are going to talk about how we can handle or overcome rejection. One, by talking to loved ones, such as friends or family members. Use other resources like counseling from community organizations. Use of positive self-talk, which will enhance your self-confidence. Join a support group. Stop looking for validation or permission. Finally, it is important for us to know that rejection can lead to something that could be very detrimental if proper measures are not taken. As society at times refuse to acknowledge that rejection can lead to a harmful outcome, which is surprising because many of us have encountered rejection during some point in our lives. I believe we've all heard one way or the other, either through news or from a social media outlet like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., of how people who have been rejected reacted negatively. This time, I think it is essential that I plead with parents because the way in which rejection is handled depends solely on parents' interaction with their children, especially in the formative years. The reason why I'm pleading with parents especially is because everything that starts takes place in the house. It is important as a family for us to nurture our children in a loving environment in order for them to be able to face any storm positively. It is important for us to bring up our children in an environment where they are cared for, where they are loved, where they feel loved, just in case they meet any form of rejection or any negative thing in life, they will be able to overcome it. The family unit is very important. It's the micro level which will now extend to the macro level, the bigger society. So I'm pleading with parents to show their children love, because the way in which rejection is handled depends solely on parents' interaction with their children, especially in their formative years. Parents, please show your children love. Make sure that the foundation you build with your children is based on love, because it will definitely impact their lives forever. It is important that your child knows that they are very important to you. Make it your number one goal to listen to your children. Once a child notices they have love at home, the consequences of rejection may not have much of an effect on them. Remember, rejection comes from other people. Do not allow other people to dictate your life and happiness. I like to end this topic with a wise saying from a wise woman. Quote of the day. According to the 7 cardinal rule of life, what others think of you is none of your business. It is how much you value yourself and how important you think you are. By Jelly Wang. I would like to use this opportunity to thank my producer and my director, Victor Imade, my viewers out there, and my faithful fans for their continuous follow-up. I would also like to thank my crew members for helping to organize this show. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website, prestigiousfittings.com. Remember,
You are not alone.
Thank you.